Hey guys, Samurai here, back in with another episode of the Pokemon Sword and Shield series, Crown Zenith. In the last episode, they just finished beating Piers and on their way to Hammerlocke. The group is all equally excited to get their final gym badge because they know the next stop is the league. Elane is expressively excited because she finally gets to meet Raihan. Chase asking why, as she's already met Raihan before, saying that she wants to meet him in a battle sense, as Raihan is one of the strongest gym leaders and is strong enough to be a champion if he went to any other region. This only excites Ash and Chase as they didn't know this and they get more excited. This is when they get an update. Rento has gotten his final gym badge and has qualified for the league. He beat Milo, as Milo was the only gym leader that he didn't fight yet. They see a recording of his battle and they see how he easily dismantled Milo and his team. This only furthers to encourage Ash to get his final gym badge, as Lucas, with his final gym badge being Piers, has probably beaten him by now and has probably made it to Hammerlocke through some sort of shortcut means. As the group finally makes it to Hammerlocke, Ash decides on what order they should go in. They end up having a conversation. Elane decides that she wants to go first, Chase is fine going second, and Ash wanting to go last to observe Raihan's battling style, as after he heard how strong Raihan is, he knows that he has to study for this battle. This is when they finally make it to the gym, and Raihan was expecting all of them, as they were the only 3 gym challengers that never challenged him. He's expectantly excited to see Elane and Ash, as he's seen Elena's battle styles and how well she did in the tournament, along with seeing how Ash has done, as knowing that he's the Alola champion gets him even more excited, along with the stuff that he's heard from Leon. Raihan walks them through the gym and explains how he's Galar's number 2 and that he can't wait to test their strength. He's also saying that he won't hold back an inch against any of them and to bring their A game. All of them are equally excited and get ready. Lucas welcomes them, as Lucas was able to get here through a shortcut. He already got his final gym badge, and this only furthers to encourage our King Trio to go towards their gym battle. Elane is first. Elane does incredibly well. She sends out Charmeleon and Wartortle. They do incredibly well with their teamwork, and who knew that Fire and Water could work so well. But Raihan is no pushover. He sends out his 2 Pokemon, being Flygon and Gigalith, and they give an equal and fair challenge. But Elane manages to come up on top. This is when Chase steps up. Now, Raihan tells Chase that he's not going to be holding back and that Chase can't afford to make any rookie mistakes. Chase, getting mad at the notion that he would make a mistake in such an important battle as this, sends out his 2 Pokemon, being Pikachu and Surfetch. This is when Raihan sends out Gigalith and Sandaconda, a double ground trio. Chase is on the ropes, but he tries to imitate some of Ash's battle styles. It ends up working for a bit, and this ends up putting Chase on a more confident and cocky side of things. However, Raihan puts him down to earth. However, Chase winds up winning the battle through his perseverance and some luck. Both Chase and Elane get very overconfident. Raihan decides to take a bit of a break to give his Pokemon a rest, and Ash, seeing what Raihan does by manipulating weather effects and using the double battle to his advantage, goes out and trains a bit. Ash is training in the wild area for a bit, so he's not going to be here. This is when Rinto and Peonia enter the city. Now both Chase and Elane are incredibly confident after their win against Raihan. This is when Chase challenges Rinto to a battle. Since Chase has all 8 of his gym badges and beat Raihan, Rinto finally sees him as worthy for a gym battle. Rinto sends out his Hydreigon, and Chase sends out his Monferno. This is when Lucas jumps in and suggests that they make it a double battle. Elane steps up as she wants to battle Lucas, as she hears that Lucas studies his opponent and evaluates their strength. She wants to see how strong she's really become and if she can even beat Lucas at this point, as Lucas has become her new goal of strength. This is when they have a double battle. Lucas sends out his Haxorus, and Elane sends out her Charmeleon, along with Chase sending out his Monferno. The battle is intense, as 2 fire types, especially 2 ferocious fire types, wind up going against 2 dragon types. However, they end up getting dismantled without even a second trace. They realize just how far they need to come, and they definitely got brought down to earth. Haxorus absolutely dismantles what little pride Charmeleon had at that point. Charmeleon absolutely didn't stand no chance against Haxorus, and Haxorus dominated the battle. Now we can go to Hydreigon and Monferno. It wasn't even a contest. Hydreigon easily manages to knock out Monferno, and Monferno goes back to its shy self, with its pride crushed and all of its hopes kinda dashed. Both Chase and Elane are incredibly dejected by this moment, and this is when Lucas finally evaluates Elane's strength. Lucas basically laments that Elane's Pokemon are less than average. What he means when he says this is that Elane's battling skill is more than average, but her Pokemon are less than average. They're not level to each other. So, as a result, she's gonna wind up losing battles to Pokemon and trainers that have an equal skill level. Now on to Chase. As he also evaluated Chase, he notices that Chase kinda wants to emulate Ash, and Chase has been told this multiple times. Chase denies this fault of himself, and this is when Rinto adds on to the fact that his battling style doesn't fit him. He could easily be taken down by even a rookie level trainer if he keeps on doing this way. This is when both trainers get dejected, and they take it in different ways. Elane goes off by herself to really speak with herself and her thoughts, and this is when Chase heads out to the wild area and does some training. He doesn't meet Ash though. Ash is getting ready for his final gym badge, and when Elane and Chase hear this, they all go to watch. Now the final gym battle takes place.
Let's do this. It's time to get my final badge. Phalanx, Dracolock, I choose you!
Okay, Ash, I'm known as Galar number 2. Usually I don't go all out, but I've seen all your gym battles. You're getting my full wrath. Let's go, Duraludon, Goodra!
The battle starts out in Ash's favor. He's doing incredibly well with his Dracoloak and his Phalanx, as both Pokemon are working together in sync. However, Raihan's Pokemon has been working together for years now, and they can easily turn the tables back on Ash. Ash isn't dejected by this though, and he gets back into the game.
Phalanx use no retreat and Dracolock use agility. Now, it's time to turn the tables!
That won't be an issue. Goodra, use Thunder, and Duraludon, use Stone Edge and take them out!
This is when Raihan decides to up the ante and use Gigantamax with his Duraludon. Duraludon is easily able to cut off both Dracoloak and Phalanx. Ash decides to use Dynamax as well on Dracoloak to level the playing field. However, the Dynamax battle ends in a tie, and both Pokemon get knocked out of the Dynamax forms after 3 turns. This is when Ash...
See, Ash, that's your issue. I sense no direction in your battle. I know of your title, but that means nothing to me. If you want to beat Leon, you're gonna need more than just passion. And until you understand that, you can't beat me.
Raihan, you're right. It takes a lot to beat a champion, and I have the title of one already. But now, I'll show you what you need to become a champion. You need to have drive, passion, and bonds!
Dracoloak evolves, and after Dracoloak evolves, the match becomes incredibly intense.
Alright, Dragapult, launch Phalanx with Dragon Pulse, and Phalanx use Mega Horn!
Ash, coming up with a strategy, one of his patented strategies, ends up winning the battle.
Ash, here. The badge you earned might be able to allow you to take down Leon. It's what I expect from the Alola champion.
After the gym badge, Raihan illuminates that they all got their 8th gym badge and all of them are excited. This is when they all get excited for the league, and this is when Lucas actually informs them that the league won't be happening for another month to give challengers time to train their Pokemon. Elane is actually very excited of this notion. She realizes how weak she actually is and wants to become stronger. Chase, just seeing this as more training, decides to get excited as well. Ash thinks that he might go to the Isles of Armor. When Lucas asks Ash about how he knows about that, he says that a guy named Mustard saw him train and gave him some tips, and that he wants to go train with that guy again. Lucas deciding to join Ash on the Isles of Armor, saying that he could use some training. Chase, not being too far behind of Ash, decides to join him as well. When Ash gestures to Elane, Elane actually denies this request. Elane saying that she's going to the Crown Tundra with Peonia, as Peonia had a conversation with Elane when she was alone with her thoughts. This is where Elane is going to learn from Rinto, Peonia, and Peony in the Crown Tundra. And that's the end of this episode. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. This is going to be the start of the DLC arc, or the Crown Tundra, or Isles of Armor arc, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be 3 episodes long, like the space-time arc, and we're going to see some returning characters, and we're going to get some new Pokemon. So with all that being said, Samurai out.